Vincent from Irrigation. Today I'm here to show you how to build a grow wall Slim Pro kit. Now I personally really love grow walls. I've got one behind me that I built 18 months ago. I've done very little maintenance other than regular watering in my automated system. Addition of a few plants. Plants are thriving, it looks great. It's a point of interest on an otherwise boring platted wall. Very simple to make. Currently making 2 more. I love them. They're really simple to make. I'm going to show you how just now. Put one of these kits together. All you'll need is a drill and also a mallet. When you open up the box, you basically get a box of fittings. This includes a few fixtures to actually mount the planters and the modules to a wall. The geotech layers for the bottom of the pots to basically keep the soil in the pot, and also the screws to hold the bottom of the bottom module firmly in place. Now, the kit also includes all of your bottoms and tops, modules, sides, and the back pieces, as well as your 6 pots. Now these hold 6 litres of potting mix, which is a really good sized pot. Gets great plants in there, and really easy to put together in irrigation. Now putting these together is quite simple. You can use a mallet, you can also just press them together quite firmly. I like to use a mallet because it gets rid of any edges, any actual gaps that you might see look unsightly at the end of the installation. You basically just go through and put each module together one at a time. See those gaps there? I like to give a little thump with the mallet. Not too hard because you can break it. That's the bottom, back and 2 sides. And you put the next top next side. So that's one complete module. Holds 1 pot. The pots basically just slide in place, and they also lock in. Which is a great feature, so they can't just fall out. And it's also no one can pull them out if they don't know how to just disconnect the locking mechanism. Building up from that, very simple. You basically just pop the back in. Pop your sides in. Around, which is here. Get your back, attach the 2 sides, same way with the first one. Pop that down, pull out the little lugs. Just tap it down. No gaps. On the next one. Now there is a drainage channel which sits at the front of the unit. We'll get to that later. That's basically so you can drain all of your modules. For each pot individually, but through each pot. To complete. We're going to have 2 more sides again, and our back. They can just be popped together by hand. Again, just locate those lugs. Once you're happy with no more gaps, pop the top on. bit easier. Basically, that's one half of the kit already assembled. Very easy to assemble. Basically to the side, you can basically emulate what I've done. Make this 3 modules again, and there's little lugs. Break out of these modules. They form little guide pins so they lock together. If you're going to do the channel drainage system as well, you have to take out the little drainage lugs which are underneath. So all the fittings for this are actually located in the sides and also the top and bottoms, and you just snap them out very simply. So to join the drainage channels between modules, just a small little collar, and it just pushes in, and you can then join that module to the one next to it. I'll show you in a moment. Okay, so to join the units horizontally, we locate the fittings required. So you've got your collar, your drainage collar, which is basically part of one of the tops or bottoms. You just break it out. And you've got your lugs or locating pins, which are also part of the sides. So all the fittings are basically contained within the module and contained within the sides of the bottom. Very easy to just snap them out and use them. So we just put our 2 locating lugs in the back holes. This is all really clear in the instructions as well. They're very good. The drainage collars link our basically our little lugs from the drainage channels. You tap them on, line all that up, and again, just like to give it a bit of a tap with our mallet, just to make sure that's all together nicely. Okay, so very simple. It's generally easier to build it horizontally first and then start adding your modules or your layers. Just find it a little bit easier to build it that way. And yeah, very simple. We do also have on our website Gro-Wall irrigation kits, which can make it easy to work out what you need. Or if you're doing a large installation where you're going to use many modules and that help, you can send it through to us and we can work out the right. Now let's look at some of the irrigation components required to irrigate the Gro-Wall Slim Pro. First, tool-wise, you need something to cut the pipe, so secateurs or pipe cutters. You'll also need something to do up your clamps. You're going to go to the traditional plastic clamps, which is standard pair of multi which is fine. I like to use the stainless steel copper clamps, which you will need a proper clip tool to do them up. The good thing about those is they never come undone, and they're also a little more compact, which will be very handy if you're trying to make a nice slim grow wall and trying to hide the pipe work. They're very skinny. Anyway, all your pipe work gets located within the channel as part of the actual Gro-Wall module. Basically, you can do the irrigation as you go, or you can basically feed the pipe through each layer afterwards. Matter of preference. Within the actual module, top, again, they provided all the fittings. Provided these small clips to actually clip the pipe in place. Means it's a lot neater, it's a lot easier to install it without the pipe flapping around everywhere. Also means that it's not going to turn, its drippers aren't going to turn and face a different direction. See that? Nice and easy. Once your pipe is installed and all of your pipework is installed to all your modules, you should flush the system out. very end of the line. I like to include an actual 13mm flush valve at the very end, so you can do this on a semi-regular basis. Not featured here is a filter and pressure reducing valve, which you do need at your water source. Stop any debris getting in the system until you've got the drippers. The drippers on it also need to run at lower pressure. Once you've done the whole system and you've flushed it out, you can then go and punch in your drippers. So I think you can do this quite easily afterwards. In the instructions it shows that you can punch the drippers into the top of the pipe and then twist it. Makes it very little different. It's quite easy to get around and actually just punch a hole with a simple 4mm punch and push in your drippers. Now we recommend pressure compensating non-leaking drippers, water saving device. Basically these drippers will guarantee that every dripper does the same amount of water. Also when you turn the system off, the water doesn't drain out of the line, it actually just stays in there so that the next time you turn the system on, all the drippers come on at the same time and they all snap shut. Which is really good for safety. Now the drainage line, basically the irrigation line first, you can get away with your fittings nice and close up against that edge, which is really going to hide your pipe work. A little bit harder with the drainage line. If you use a standard 13mm team, put it up against the drainage collar, it's going to stick out about 40 to 50 mil. Because it's at a drain to not under pressure, I like to just cut the barb off the head. Just bring that even closer, a little bit easier to hide the pipe work, and again make it a nice and easy installation. I personally use copper clamps anyway because I like to clamp everything, make sure that the clamps are done. Probably get away with that, just drain. So all the drain needs to be connected on one side and then drained out the waste. And mine's on the deck side to drain it underneath. And this is only the excess water that's not taken up by the soil. On the other end, where it's open, they give you caps, just to cap that end off, so that all the water comes into the pot, drains through the entire channel and out one side. When using the drainage collars, the caps and the drainage line, it means that each pot takes the water from the drippers and they get drained out straight to the side and straight out rather than draining down into the next pot. This just ensures really even watering. It means that your bottom pots aren't getting all the excess water from all the higher pots. I think it's a much better way to go. If you didn't want to go not so much the expense, but the hassle of setting up the drainage line and you just have dirt underneath, you can basically just have all your pots draining through each one out to the waste. The cheaper of the kits, the Slim, not the Slim Pro, it doesn't give you the drainage option, which is much better for the So yeah, I like to feed the irrigation from one side and also connect it back on the other side and out to your flush valve. That's a better way of doing it. Yeah, I'll show you an installation I've done recently, just to give you a bit of an idea on how it's done. So here is a system that I'm doing at the moment at my house. And look, basically you can see the drain line here is all hooked up. It's nice and close. I've cut off the barbs of those T's. As I said, I like to clamp it. Looks a little bit excessive, but I know it's never going to come apart. You've got your irrigation line behind, which is tucked in nicely because you can get it inside the channel. But getting it that tight means that you can basically hide the irrigation with a bit of a side panel and a piece of timber at the top, and just make a nice frame for it. Because the best irrigation system is one that you don't see. Another important factor with your grow wall is how you choose to mount it. This one here is going to go from the floor almost to the ceiling, so I've got it resting on some solid timber. Then I've got a 4-ply backing that's been screwed directly to the timber studs, which is nice nice and solid. And then I'll stack on and be screwed to the form pipe. So everything will be nice and secure to support the weight of the actual plants and the soil and the whole system. Make sure you check with your local hardware on how to mount your wall and your grow kit to your wall. Installation will vary depending on what wall you are mounted to. There are some fixings that are included, but they may not be appropriate depending on what wall you're mounted it on. But yeah, make sure you mount it very securely, make sure it's dead level. This will affect the drainage. Yeah, that was my flow break tip for the day. For more tips, please subscribe. Visit our website, irrigation.com. Thanks for watching.